seems brighter today. Did you turn that really bright?
I think it's angled. Is that better?
Maybe it's not right in your eyes.
Is that better?
It did seem brighter. So we're live.
We're live.
Staring into the headlights.
So good morning from Cherished Pieces Studio
Good morning.
in Tillsonburg, Ontario, Canada. And here we are. I'm Cynthia.
I'm Tammy. And it's the 28th. We're almost done May.
Oh, that's so hard to believe. I think this might be the coldest May I remember, though.
Oh no, I think there's been some. When you're out on the planting, there was some cold ones.
Oh, but it was like, but it has not been a real warm, welcoming May. Although, you know, everything's growing nicely.
It's spring though. Mm-hmm. We've gotten to get the rain and
I see there's some warmer days in the forecast next week. Yesterday was beautiful.
mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that till I left the retreat.
Yeah, it was.
Went out to the vehicle and I went, oh, this is lovely out here. So, do we have any door prizes today, Miss Tammy?
We do. So we have a little pouch, and it includes the little wool pieces and the embroidery thread to make a hunter star. And then I have a remind me.
I really love this panel.
What was this panel called again?
It doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
But
it's pretty with the bird.
Yeah, it's really effective.
And then I won't take it out of the package, but I also have another Canada panel.
It's a moose. Very nice.
The moose. It's a nice big size. So if you make a comment, we will put your name in a draw, and then hopefully you're the winner.
Good morning, Diane and Shelley and Beth. And I saw Karen, and there's Alice and Andrea. Good morning.
Lots of people on. Oh, Kathy's in Newfoundland.
Wow. Enjoy. There's Karen.
And it's also, that was Rosie Bergerno. She came back from her travels yesterday, so we got to say hi to her. And I was going to say...
Rosie
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was away most of May.
Boy, that flew. Did you have a good trip?
Oh, really good. And she even had a little bit of sun. So, it looks good. And I was just going to say before I did that was today is also Temperature Quilt Club. So we didn't meet in April. So we're back this month. And it will be interesting to see how the colors look.
Evelyn, Julian was showing hers at the retreat when we had our sew and share. And she's coming along quite nicely, and there were a lot of people that were interested to talk to her about that later.
Yeah, it is lots of fun.
Yeah, so there was good there. So we had our last spring retreat, or our last retreat of the first half of 2025. This past, we came back yesterday, and we had a really good time. And so we won't be retreating again until September.
All right.
So everybody has the summer off. But it was nice, and we did get the show and tell posted online. So that's online and there for you to see on our Facebook.
That's always good to check out.
Yeah, there were some beautiful things, of course, and some lovely stories that went with the quilts. And sometimes I just wish I could write descriptions, but I can't do that for all of them, and I try to treat them all the same. But yeah, some wonderful stories that go with these quilts. And I guess that's what our quilts are all about, you know, some of our projects. Yeah. You know, the inspiration and kind of what they were made of. And, you know, one of the girls had a small sampler that she had done, and it was all the embroidery that her and her sister had been doing since they were kids.
Oh, wow.
When her mom was teaching her some embroidery, and her mom's older and wanted these embroidery pieces together. So Terry had made a small quilt around them. She said, and this is one I didn't finish. I remember not finishing that. So when they were just little kids learning
Well,
how
it's
to embroider.
amazing that they still have them.
Yeah, her mother
After all
had
these
kept them,
years,
and then Terry did something with them. Like, just, like nice stories.
Moms keep things.
I know, and we should.
And sometimes we throw out things and then we realize we shouldn't have.
Well, that's life too.
All right. So we also have a draw for Fat Quarter.
let's
Yeah, we
do-
will. I'm
yeah.
just going to show how full the jar is. It's very purple, because that was our theme this month. So we'll dump them in this bucket, and then we'll draw and see who wins. We didn't count ahead of time, I don't think, how many are in here.
But we can count them when we take them. But the thing about this is, when you're in, you can buy a fat quarter or however many you want, and there's a little paper in there, like, so you fill out your name and everything, and then we draw for them, and whoever. Okay, so I'm going to hold this while you.
No, I did it last time.
Oh,
It's your
did you?
turn this time.
Okay. So I'm turning my back, and I'm. Okay, let's see this one.
All right.
That's very purple. Let's see who our winner is. Ruth Hallenby.
Ruth Haldenby. Yeah.
Haldenby. So congratulations,
I think
Ruth.
she's an Elmer.
Okay, so she wins, and how many do we have? Let's just count
goodness.
them.
All right.
Let's count them. I think everybody would like to know how many.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 32. 33.
33. So, how many yards is that?
Divide by 4.
8.25 yards
Well, there you go.
for her $4 investment, or however many fat quarters she bought.
So that will stock her purple stash.
So isn't that fun? So we're going to pick another color and we'll start again. So we keep that close to the till, and
You can get your name in there. Sorry, I know some of you were really hoping that I would, or you would draw their name, but maybe next time.
I know.
Right. We have some other things to show that have come in. A few things while you were away still, right, that are coming
Yep.
in from when you were away.
Oh, there's a lot coming, but
So these are little wool kits. We'll just hand down a little bit. This is from Rachel's of Greenfield. It's a little brown cow kit. It includes all the felted wool and the threads, the pattern. It's $45.
and it's just darn sweet.
And then there's these little mitts that we've had before that people really love.
And this is a new one that's out.
Yeah, it has some different little skates and little star snowman. So that's $33 and also includes all the pieces that you need. So those would be kind of fun to work on in the summer so that they're ready for Christmas. These ones I'm thinking. Where you want to stitch something.
Mm-hmm. They're very popular. Here, I can take those.
Now, I think you know a little more about this, but we do have this little essential serger reference tool book that we brought in. And so there's lots of good information for those of us that have sergers and maybe don't really know what we're doing. This is a great way to get going on it.
Now, so on 9 Patch a Day, Karen mentioned that she was going to be doing some serger classes. She has a brand new serger, and she hasn't really done much with it. And she's going to be going through and taking you with some videos on her journey. And this is a book she's going to be referring to.
Okay.
And for any of you who have a serger or haven't used it or would like to know how to use it better, this will be some great tutorials on how to do that. So once again, on 9 Patch a Day with Karen Montgomery, and this is the book that she really, really liked as she was doing that.
Okay. So it's $33.99 and we have those in stock. Might be a great time to get it out of the closet, out of the box.
Yeah, and check it out.
We also have a new cat panel. Let's see if I can get the right way. It's,
This has that Gustav, I have to think of his last name, feel to it. You know, like the kiss.
It's Cleo, and I don't know, can't pronounce the author's name. So that it's 22 inches by 42 inches for $15. And there's lots of things that you could do with that.
Yeah, lots of colors, and quite whimsical. Yeah, I'm really like somebody's talking about their serger, and I want to get to know mine better, but I've been wanting to make, little clothes and things for my granddaughter, little dresses. So, and I like it for like our jackets, our quilted jackets. You sew the seam and then serge it after, and there's just so many uses. Bags, some of our bags that we're making. I got another Mondo bag made this weekend.
Oh, wow.
I got one done for Tiana for her birthday, so I have one for Nicole and one for Tiana now. I just have to steam because I waited because I wanted to use my really nice Rowenta steamer and steam the whole thing, and then I'll just top stitch the edges.
Nice.
So I was quite pleased to get that done.
Those are fun to make.
And then Nicole had a bag that I think she was thinking about throwing it out because the zipper had broken. So I put the zipper in that, and that is.
Oh, good.
That's done. I put one of our nice striped zippers in, that we have, the black and white with it, and I put one of the paw zipper pulls on it. Actually, Francis helped me put that zipper pull on the zipper, but so
That's good when we can rescue things.
I know it is.
Make them work again.
Cindy said she's got a few cat people in her family. I'm thinking of several cat people that we have in the audience out here. Okay, so when we were away, we found this beautiful wool mat, and this fits on your ironing board. I know we showed you one last week with the grid. We didn't expect to come back with wool mats, but we've come back with two. So this one will fit on your ironing board, and this one is $95.
So you've got lots of space to get it just right.
And some people have even put this underneath their ironing board covers, but it's awesome. And as we know, it just kind of retains that heat, and it's been a real game changer, these wool mats for quilters.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody was telling me that she had an old ironing board that was her mother's or grandmother's. It was Malcolm, and it had wool in it. So, it may be that, it's something that has had a resurgence after all. Was there anything I missed on that?
95.
Did I not say $95? Oh, it's $95. Okay, there we go. I could see Arlene trying to give me a message. Thank you.
Eye signals.
It's kind of like smoke signals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Did we want to bring Arlene over for a demonstration?
Sure.
So another new item.
I'm going to switch camera views before I get over there.
Okay. We're still here.
Here we are.
So another product that we brought back from Chicago, and we've had it in the store, but we didn't actually know that much about it. So we got a
wipes,
little,
right?
Yeah, we got a little demo, and we got really excited about it. So this is called Amadex, and it is an ink and stain remover. So you've got a bottle, and then this one, which I'm going to show you, in a small bottle. We also have, which we've had in the store, wipes, stain wipes. So I'm going to do a little demo on how this works and how simple it is. And one thing that they talked about is stains are not, it's not a magic trick. It doesn't just spray it on and magically it disappears. You kind of have to work at it a little bit. So the stains don't need to be treated immediately. You can take your time, and they can remove stains that have been there for weeks, as long as nothing else has been applied. If you've tried some other stain removers, this might be a little tricky. You have to rub it in. So I'm going to show you just how they did in Chicago. So everyone knows Sharpies. You get it on something, you got to work on it to get it off, or it just wears off.
Yeah, you just bide your time.
Several times you've washing your hands, it'll slowly fade, right? So this is the one. This one almost looks like a little mascara brush. And if you just rub it on and you'll see that the solution actually lifts the ink and it's turning the solution the black. And it's just disappearing like that. And I rinse this just because I don't want to put it back in my container that dirty.
Oh, that's just in water, right?
Just water. So I have that, and I just take a napkin and it's gone. So I had to work on it a little bit longer, but it's gone. So this is the idea that you can do when you get that stain on your clothing or your quilt or anything like that. You have to work at it.
But it'll take it like
Scrub
off
it
a
out,
wall
and it'll
or
lift
something.
that ink out of the fibers. So the wipes are great for walls or hard surfaces. Yeah, you get the little child that gets happy with the Sharpie marker and starts going on your furniture. That's what the wipes are great for.
Because you can take it off of drapery, flooring,
Yeah,
appliances, carpet,
yeah.
auto upholstery.
Mm-hmm.
I know I love my grandma's spot remover.
Yes.
But I've had a couple where they haven't come out. And so Saturday before I left for a retreat, when I was doing my laundry, I took a couple of Bill's shirts that we hadn't got everything out of.
Yep.
And I used this one with a brush. And I got them out. I was able to get these older stains out.
Yes.
So this is just a fabulous product. And we
Yeah.
kind of watched them do all kinds of things in the
Yeah.
demo, didn't we?
Yeah. So I have a small wall hanging that I've quilted, and I marked with a blue chalk pen, and the chalk pen did not come off after I've quilted it. So I am excited to try this. I might get back to you on how it worked because I have washed that a few times. So I am really curious on how, if I work at it, will it come out?
And they assured us that it would take it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So there's different size options. We have the little one with the brush that I used for $13.50. Then we have one a little bigger. It's a little 1 ounce for $12.75. And then we have this bigger one for 4 ounce for $22.50. And the wipes are $11. So we have some different options. We have a whole little display in our store. So you're welcome to come take a look and check it out. But this is one of the Chicago items that we're really excited about. So we hope you are too.
Well, I think it's neat that it like lists all the things, you know, not just Sharpie, the grass, the ink, coffee, grease, paint. Like,
Yeah, I think this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people. Because, you know, you have things and you don't like to see them ruined. And
well, especially sometimes, you know, like the wine or the tomato, oh, that pasta sauce, you know?
yeah, so we are quite pleased to get this in, and we're going to be carrying it.
Should we do some show and tell?
Sure.
Sounds like a good idea, and I'll take this and put it away.
This one was stunning.
Oh, it was tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful. And of course, the name is escaping. And another one. I think she was just really going through her scrap stash. And there's Leanne with her little lap that she's been working on. I don't know if you can see it, but it had the cowboy theme with florals. Oh yeah, the one block on the top left has some.
There's some cowboy boots in some of those blocks, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
And Angelique with her flannel, kind of cozy cabin feel. She's been working on for a while. I think this one's for her.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Wilma.
That's
That's
quite an
neat.
effective one, isn't it?
Yeah. She had some fun with that. And then these are a few little baby quilts I made for a woman. Marianne. Yep. And so those will be gifted shortly. And there's Shara with applique. She loves to do applique.
And she's done a lovely job there.
Yeah, and you know, as always, they're always so much better to see in person.
But some of you would have larger screens, so you're going to be able to see that better.
And then is Gail. This is one
Excuse
of
me.
our kits, wasn't it?
Yeah, she made it bigger for a
And
wedding.
added some more things, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a wedding gift that's going west, I think, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I think to Ottawa.
Is that Kathy? Oh,
It
is
is
Kathy.
Kathy.
Yeah. Having some fun with the ombres.
This one was actually a two-sided quilt. So this was one side, and this is the other side.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Wow.
Well, might as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's Barb Ayers. This is a lovely cottage.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember her picking stuff for that.
And
This is Kate. Her brown bag mystery.
mhm.
Her finished bag.
We're starting to see a lot more of them. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There was 3 or 4 of the women working on their brown bag mysteries
At
the
retreat?
At
Oh,
retreat.
neat.
It was.
I also have 2 wide backs that came in since we're talking about brown bags and finishing things. And wedding quilts. This one's always been fun. I think we've had this one before with the paint splatter. Lots of color.
I don't know. I think we've had a brighter one, but I think this one might be different. But it's really pretty.
And then this one is fun too.
All our traveling people, or wannabe traveling people.
Or wannabe, yeah. And then also oftentimes more masculine too.
And I mean, don't forget that just because it's a wide back doesn't mean you can't incorporate it as borders on a project, or, buy a smaller amount and incorporate it. And these wide backs make fabulous drapes also because they're so long. And they can be used for that so effectively. And we always have muslin in stock, and that would be, a great liner for the drape, and away you go.
And also people have done duvet covers. Sheets if you're really gung-ho, I guess. And so those are each 32 at Yard.
I believe those are by Wyndham, aren't they?
Yes. All right. And we'll just talk about what's behind us.
And we have a quilt on the wall behind us.
So I think you have the
I do.
information.
So we have some pretty fabrics here and some different colors. They're striped. So I'm going to show you these. And we have blue. So we have kind of the turquoise and orange, or the blue and orange. It's kind of like a lifesaver package. That's what I feel like
Oh, yeah.
Does it?
I loved
Like
Lifesavers as a kid. Those
Yeah.
packages where you got to see
all
all,
the different colors?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were tasty, and they were always. I think they're still around, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think you might see them in the odd dollar store or something.
I think orange and red were the best.
Or butterscotch.
Or they did have
Butterscotch?
butters.
Yeah,
there was
Christmas
just
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I
yeah,
would have
there
been a
was
butterscotch
just
girl.
yeah, wasn't it like a plaid cover on it or something early?
It was, when you got the Christmas books where it was like a book of lifesavers?
Yes, I love those.
The butterscotch was always in that one.
Oh. Oh, they were like that, like creamy color.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I remember now. Okay, so those are all the color options.
And this is another one from Karen Montgomery, and we have a free pattern available. And you're going to use your 60-degree ruler. You're going to cut 4.5-inch strips and up and down and up and down. And there's a good layout to
Here, let's
put
take this.
put this together. So we'll have this included in the kit, and you can pick your colorway.
So it's called cubicles. And then you can kind of see how the block comes together in the corner. So it's very easy and very effective.
So lots of fun.
And so those kits would be $75, and then they include the pattern. You just need the ruler as well, unless you already have a 60
And
degree.
so many of us, I mean, a 60-degree ruler is a staple
Mm-hmm.
in our sewing baskets, and we use them a lot.
And so the size, I guess we didn't say that.
Oh, you
is-
could use it for jackets. Beth is just like on this jacket kick. Oh, we could use that for jackets. You
Yeah,
could.
of course.
Yeah, this would be pretty effective, wouldn't it?
It would be beautiful in other colors. We decided to do the teal and orange. And the charcoal, obviously. So it's 44 by 65.
So this is where we're making them a custom quilt, depending on the colors they choose.
Yeah, so you won't find like this kit in the store. It's giving you the opportunity to pick your colors that you would like to see it in.
And then you just pick your background. But it will take us no time at all to put that together for you. You just pick your colors, or you could email us your colors and we'll put it together for you.
Yeah, so
Because these are going to be going online, right?
they are online already.
They are.
Yeah, so they're like half yards of the colors, then there's a yard of your main color, and then obviously background is 2 yards, I think. 3 yards? 2 yards. So
And these are 19 a yard. Anyway, pretty and fun and different. Like you said, you've got Temperature Club today. What else do we have coming up?
Thursday we have the Spring Fairy Doll happening. This weekend, coming weekend, is the MCS auction in New Hamburg.
Yeah.
So that's a fun event to check out. Lots of food.
And, you know, things for a very worthwhile cause.
Mm-hmm. Not sure. Is there anything else?
Yeah. We've got some more classes that we will be promoting. And don't forget to check out our kids' classes that we have online. And there'll be more classes added because we're just pecking away at that. We were talking, some of you were interested in that sweatshirt jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to Fran at the retreat this weekend, and she is going to be available to do another class. Okay.
I think Susan's going to be standing in line for a strawberry pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard how long that line can be.
Oh, the strawberry pies are good.
At the auction sale. Yeah, they're delicious. So, there's lots of good stuff there. All right, maybe it's time for door prizes. We'll do the little pouch first.
Terry Lynn Ralph.
Congratulations, Terry Lynn. We'll do this bird panel.
Julie Lee.
Congratulations, Julie.
And then the Canadian Moose panel.
Sheila Karst.
Congratulations, Sheila. Let us know if you're going to be picking them up. I'm not sure what's happening with Canada Post, so I don't know how soon you would get it if you need it mailed. But we can hang on to it until you come in the store or until that all gets resolved. Oh, and then the Quaker Quilt Show is in June.
June 6th and 7th at the Norwich United Church. Thanks for the reminder, Annette. And we will be talking about that more next week, too. And we have bookmarks on our counter for that show. What else? I guess a lot of you are planting, and it's kind of that time of year.
Maybe they're done? I'm not sure.
Arlene did a beautiful job, and our flowers are out front of the store, so we have live plants again, and that's always so nice to see them grow over the summer. Tilsonburg's doing more of a Canada theme this year, so more patriotic. So we've got red and white out there. So enjoy your week, and come visit us.
All right. Have a great week.